Welcome to Youth Unfiltered, the show where we move away from the grooving and the turning up just for a second to talk about the actual issues that affect our youth today. Bringing on actual youth, completely unfiltered. My name is Sibu Mpanza, and today I'm joined by three love gurus here to help me get into the weeds of modern love. Please welcome to the show, Candace, Lorika, and Gicho. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
For having us, Sibu.
I think the first thing that comes to mind when you say modern relationship would be the whole implementation of the 50-50 rule, where probably people are trying to get rid of gender norms, typical gender norms within the relationship.
Modern relationship to me is a relationship where there are gender roles, but everyone plays their role like equally, you know. And like, for an example, I can say if I'm able to do something and she can't, I can do it. And at times there'll be times where I can't do anything and she can. So I feel like that's a modern relationship to me.
Okay, let's start with, do you feel like societal expectations have moved forward with how sort of diverse relationships are these days? Or do you think people's minds are still kind of back there?
I think we're always going to have certain people that still, I want to say, narrow-minded. We're always going to have those people. However, we have shifted so much as a generation now that we are more confident and comfortable with who and what we are.
Yeah.
So we're speaking about it now, and I'm proud to flaunt my partner, and I'm proud and confident in who and what I am.
Just to add on to what you said is that as millennials, younger millennials and Gen Z, we really are changing the narrative when it comes to relationships.
Yeah.
I want to be gay. I want to love a girl. Let me do it. You know what I mean? And it's the newer generation that's going to change that narrative, for sure. Shout out to us, really.
Yeah.
We're so cool.
We're changing the world.
We're so cool.
I love that. Gicho, what do you think?
In terms of like loving whoever you want to love and having a relationship whichever way you want to have it. Let's say, for instance, this thing of like the expectation of the guy always paying for a date. If I, as the female in the relationship, I feel like I'm going to pay for the first date, then let me pay for the first date. Why not? That's what I want for my relationship.
Kind of like
I will hold
on my
arm. No.
I ain't paying for nothing, boo. You're paying. Thank you.
You see, this is the societal expectations we're speaking about. Exactly.
You're the problem,
You're
the drama.
You're the drama. Hill I will not die on. I'm sorry.
But is it not about sort of everyone having their choice of the way to do things instead of choosing one way for everyone?
Definitely. This is actually goes hand in hand with a conversation that I had recently where someone was saying that because I'm very much about courting.
Sure.
Like you will put in the work, you will do the steps, open a door for me, or I'm not getting in your car.
Yeah.
And someone said, oh my God, you're high maintenance. No, I'm not. You just can't afford the level of maintenance that I am.
And
And
it's
it really is
not
that
that
simple.
It's
It
not
really
that
is
deep.
that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay, a little bit more serious, okay? Consent is, and I hate to say it, but a controversial topic in South Africa because it's like some people clearly don't understand it.
Yeah.
How do you think the youth can learn about consent and learn about healthy communication to make sure that their relationships are healthier?
I think our safe space should really start at home.
Yeah.
And this is something that for the longest time has always been taboo. And I've never understood why. Because our youth, the age is getting lower and lower to them being exposed to everything that's happening in the world. But we want to shy away from it and not have the conversations as if that's not going to make it happen or they're not going to be exposed to it. But once people start knowing, I can say no.
Yeah.
And me being intimate with you is not me showing you that I love you.
100%.
Because that's kind of the go-to. And I think major for men or young boys is that if I am a certain age and I haven't been sexually active, then I'm a joke I'm not the it kid. So we kind of get forced into this little group because we're not having these conversations. How can I know that I get to give consent if I'm not having the conversations about it and around it? I'm not, someone that has been exposed to it is not genuinely sitting down and having these conversations with me. So it starts with, at home, have honest conversations, know what it is you want and how far you're willing to go, and have that conversation from off the bat.
I think also people need to understand that
consent can be withdrawn at any time.
Yeah.
just because I gave you consent in the beginning and then we start, kissing, making out, or whatever the case may be, if in that moment I feel like I don't want to do this anymore, you have to respect that. And I think that's something that people still need to learn, that consent can be withdrawn at any given time,
I love that.
Yeah, also just on that, when it comes to consent, it doesn't necessarily have to be verbal. as we think it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's non-verbal.
Yeah.
I don't want to be touched. Maybe not. You know, like I'm showing you with my
Yeah.
body that I don't want to engage in anything. It doesn't just have to be sex.
True.
Emotional boundaries, physical boundaries. I don't like it when people are in my space. So comms. Communication, communication, communication.
Yeah.
Tell people how you feel and where you draw the line. And make it known. Do not apologize for it. I said no.
And it's also just a respect thing as well. Respecting other people's boundaries and how your actions affect them, and like sort of get out of your own head. If I see, listen, okay, I just touched Canish's shoulder and she had a little shrug, that should tell me something that made you uneasy. So being conscious, aware, and respectful of other people's space as well.
Yeah, also, I remember one time when I'm from the Free State. So just before the bus departs from Park Station, I'm just chilling, I'm listening to music. This lady standing behind me, and then I think she was taking out her earrings, and then it fell, and it literally fell on my lap.
Okay.
And then she felt the need to...
She just grabbed.
She grabbed your crotch, basically.
I got the shock of my life, and I'm like, just because you're a female, I'm a female, doesn't give you the right to touch my thighs. You have to ask, I'm so sorry that I dropped the thing on your thighs.
Sure,
can I please get it back? I'll give it to you. She went in.
And you addressed it on the spot, I hope.
Yeah, I did. I'm like,
Please.
I don't appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well done.
Because
well done.
some people don't know what they don't know.
Yeah.
You should treat people like they're 5, you know?
Yeah.
Some of them just really don't know. They weren't taught
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it's inappropriate. So I think a lot of, it's comms.
Yeah.
It comes back to comms and educating.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm not on any dating apps because I am in a relationship, but I've been on quite a few dating apps. I was on Tinder at some point, and I didn't really enjoy my experience there because not long after I joined, I realized that it's more of a hookup app than it is a dating app. You know, people are there for malicious reasons, and just didn't sit well with me. So yeah, I dipped.
I'm currently not on any dating apps, and I've never been on any dating apps because I truly believe that for me to get to know someone, I have to talk to them, you know, in person and physically and get to know them like that. But through the phone, for me personally, I don't believe in that.
So this is my favorite part of the show where we get to cancel an idea or a notion. We're talking relationships here today. So let me start. The thing I would like to cancel, as much as I did soft launch, is the idea that you have to post in order to show that you laugh. That's what I want to cancel. I think it can be a really fun thing.
Yeah.
You can use social media to go, guys, umduam.
Yes.
I mean, look at that
She's
face.
hot.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, if she doesn't post me, it doesn't mean that
That she
I'm
hates you
tagged,
or
right?
she's
Exactly.
hiding you.
Exactly. What would you like to cancel, Lorica?
I want to cancel this new mentality that we have around relationships, that it's just a situationship.
Sure.
It's just a little mingle.
Entanglement.
If you are serious about your partner, oh, this one.
Sometimes it's not that serious.
You are a problem.
I mean, I would like to cancel this whole notion that we have soulmates. Don't believe TikTok.
Candace, who hurt you?
There is no such thing as a soulmate. Wajola, wajola, wajola. We will all jola each
Soul
other till we
tie.
fall in love.
Your Candace is finishing me. No, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing
Can you hear me?
I am shook.
There's lots of people to love out there.
Yes.
But that's the thing also, I get it. Because you remember when you were 19 and you thought that person is your person for the rest of your
Where is
life?
he now?
Where is he now?
In somebody else's life now.
Kiko, what would you like to cancel?
Oh my gosh, I would like to cancel talking stages.
Yo, young bora.
I would like to
Blind.
cancel
Why?
talking
Blind.
stages, please, because we'll talk in the relationship. If you start speaking to a person like the first 2 days, I think
It's a lie.
no,
That
you
is
can
a lie.
already establish if
I
you
can
no,
tell
you
you,
can.
listen, in those, no,
can.
in those first 2 days, I am lying to you. I want you to like me. Listen,
You think so?
do not believe me that first week.
Okay.
You think so?
It's
Yo.
best foot forward that first
All the
week.
time.
Okay.
Listen, cute
Okay.
shoes,
Yes.
pedicure
Everything's
done. You're not
perfect.
gonna see that next week. It's chipped. It's done. No.
I would like to cancel talking stages, please. And if you come to me, we're getting. If you say you like me and I like you too,
We're getting married.
We are together.
oh my face next
Husband.
week.
Loud and clear. Loud and
Because
clear.
what are we talking
I love
about?
it.
Please, you're wasting my time. Yeah.
You guys heard it from the experts themselves. Talking stages are cancelled, but once you're in the relationship, talk, talk, talk.